Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expedition. In this video, I'm going to be covering Hemi. I used to cover it in the past, but I stopped, haven't been very active. Now I've decided to grow active. The ecosystem has grown more robust. There is now a more defined point system. So I'll be participating. It's in the BTFi ecosystem. So basically, we'll recount what Hemi is about and just introduce you to the basics of where to get started. Then I'll have subsequent videos about, how to further your expeditions on Hemi. So here it says one network powered by Bitcoin and Ethereum. Narrative wise, it reminds you of chains like Bob, a hybrid chain featuring Bitcoin and Ethereum. Hemi is a modular blockchain built for superior scale, security, and interoperability. So, being a modular blockchain, that advances its narrative, to higher than Bob, because it tells you that it's going to have sub chains, where it plays the role of a parent chain. Okay, so here, these are logos. I'm not sure what they if they reference chains. This looks like Pyth, Manta. I'm not very sure there. And here you're invited to submit your project. Let's see. Okay. So I would assume that some of these applications are built on the Hemi infrastructure. Anyway, bottom line, it has grown robust since the last time I started covering it. Let's see how we can get started with our interactions on Hemi. It has a point system and the ability for you to test out Hemi in testnet. Okay, so I started by connecting my wallet here. You can use my invite if you desire to. Okay. And it's struggling to load. Anyway, okay, so you have to sign in. Okay, so I think this portal is sufficient. It will guide you enough for, interacting with the ecosystem and earning points in turn. Okay, so by the way, this is mostly on testnet, I would believe so, although I've not tried it out. So here it says provide Hemi BTC or BF BTC liquidity on Spectra. Verify with Demos. Verify your only me ID on Hemi and Demos. If you have not minted an OMI, this is required in order to verify. You can verify twice per week. A minimum of 2 verifications is required prior to mainnet season 1 end. This counts as your first verification. So it's sounding like it's on mainnet. Anyway, this task here, and in the next video I'll start out here. This will give you 500 points and you can carry out this twice a week. So let's just have a preview of it, then I'll be ending the video. You can then select a certificate to authenticate. Okay, so for this one, I will study about it and, see. This is just for safety reasons. I will study this and see if it's safe to do. What I'll do is, so select a certificate to authenticate yourself to. Let's cancel this. I'll be trying this, but on a phone. I want to see how the reaction of it on a phone. So let us know if you want to have this project signature. I hereby agree to. So this is like a biometric portal. So I'm going to be trying this on a phone. it may have better reaction on a phone, where you have Face ID and all that. The reason it may be throwing up that notice is, the desktop is not usually modeled for biometrics. So I'm going to try this on a phone. For now, you can focus on other activities. Let's look at this. Okay. Just a moment. So I don't know now. I don't know now on what network this is. Okay, so let's explore further. Okay, so Hemi virtual machine, which incorporates a full Bitcoin node within and an Ethereum virtual machine. Just a moment. Okay, so it does have network credentials. You'll be able to use it on MetaMask. So what we're going to do is look for an application that will automatically add the network. I zoom in. Okay, so what we will do is I'm going to see if there is a listing for Hemi BTC on Izumi. First, let's connect. Oh, so there is actually the Hemi network. So this is a good entrance. Izumi, choose Hemi network. Okay, so these are the credentials. So you will have to start by swapping, look for Hemi BTC. So now, considering this is on mainnet, you will need some a bridge, basically, to fund your your Hemi network wallet. So let's see if there is any bridge featured here. Provide liquidity on sushi. Just a moment. Stake. Okay. So we're currently in season 2 mainnet. Okay, good. Okay, so wow, that's a lot of points. Okay, so we need a bridge. Just a moment. Okay, so this is likely the bridge here, tunnels. But there's no link to tunnel. So let's go back here. The system about, just a moment. Okay, so this is where to start. Apologies for that. This is where to start. So you will need to tunnel from Ethereum to Hemi. Okay, so I would assume that it's an L2. So the gas token on Hemi is actually going to be ETH. So you are going to have to tunnel or bridge some ETH from the Ethereum chain to receive on the Hemi chain to begin using the ecosystem. Let's quickly look at stake. So you can also do this to earn points. Wow, the TVL is quite grown. Let's click on stake. So these are the assets you can stake. It's likely that some of the assets that you have are already featured here. It looks like some LSTs are featured. Okay. So I'll have to do a tutorial about this. For the LSTs, okay, I'll have to do a tutorial about this. For starters, you can deposit either Hemi BTC, stake either Hemi BTC USDT. You'll have to get Ethereum first on the Hemi chain, then use Izumi to swap, for any of the currencies here, stake. Okay, so that's a good start there. You earn points. Then you can use this as a swapper. Okay, it's taking you to Sushi on the Hemi network, but you can use Izumi. Okay, so this is the Hemi network already. Okay, so good. I will now be able to do a tutorial, but we figured out how to get started. Let's see if there is provision for cross-chain involving the Hemi network. Let's see. Okay, so Hemi is graded out. So the best approach is to use the traditional tunnel. But before we go, let me just check, if there is a bridge that features Hemi chain, for assuming you want to bridge from other EVM chains to Hemi. Okay, so you can use Auto Finance. I would likely feature this bridge. This is good because you can then bridge from other chains to Hemi instead of only from Ethereum, which is good. Okay, let's see finally. Wow, I didn't know it's as advanced, since the last coverage I had of it was during testnet. Okay, so Relay also has Hemi. Interesting stuff. That tells me Jumper should have Hemi as well. So you can use either Jumper or Auto Finance if you're interested in additional airdrops. Let's see. Okay, Jumper Finance doesn't have. So Auto Finance or Relay are good enough. Bringing us to the end of this video, you know how to get started now. You can use my invite. It will be in the description. I'll now be adding Hemi to Airdrop C as one of the airdrops I'll be covering. Yes, it's going to be featured here. Each of the airdrops here will have a publication tutorial, which I'm working on 100 of them, and I'll be sending them out to subscribers. So submit your email here Soonest you'll receive an email featuring 100 airdrops, each with its own publication tutorial. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, and this Twitter. Stay awesome, take action.